In the quiet corners of Oklahoma, a chilling mystery begins to unfold. Jilian Kelly, a pastor's wife, and her friend Veronica Butler go missing, leaving a community in shock and despair. On a day that started like any other, March 30th, 2024, two friends set off on a journey that would end in an unthinkable tragedy. Jilian Kelly, a woman of faith and compassion, was the wife of Heath Kelly, the outgoing pastor at Hugoton First Christian Church in Kansas. Known for her warmth and kindness, Jilian's disappearance sent ripples through the close-knit community she called home. Alongside Jilian was Veronica Butler, a young mother caught in the throes of a bitter custody battle for her children. Veronica's life had been marred by struggle and strife, but no one could have foreseen the devastating turn her story would take. As the day wore on, the two women failed to return home, sparking concern and eventually panic among their loved ones. The hours turned into days and the days into weeks, but there was no sign of Jilian or Veronica. A sense of dread began to settle over those left behind as a desperate search was launched to find the missing friends. Their journey was supposed to be a short, 16-mile trip, a drive that should have taken them no more than an hour. But they never reached their destination. Their vehicle, a silent witness to their last known moments, was found abandoned in rural Texas County. This discovery would set off a series of events leading to a horrifying revelation. A revelation that would shake the very foundations of a community and leave a haunting question: what happened to Jilian Kelly and Veronica Butler? Amid a frantic search for the two missing women, authorities make a grim discovery. In the wide expanse of rural Texas, where the land stretches as far as the eye can see, a chilling find would shatter the hope that had been held onto so tightly. The bodies of Jilian Kelly, the wife of a pastor, and her friend Veronica Butler had been recovered, confirming the worst fears of their loved ones. Their disappearance had sparked a vast multi-agency investigation, drawing in resources from the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, and the Texas County Sheriff's Office. These agencies worked tirelessly together, scouring the terrain, following leads, and piecing together the last known movements of Jilian and Veronica. The discovery of their vehicle, abandoned near Highway 95 and Road L south of Elkhart, Kansas, had been the first ominous sign that something was amiss. Upon examination, the vehicle bore silent testimony to a struggle, offering up evidence of foul play that set the investigators on high alert. They knew then that this was not a simple case of two women who had lost their way. It was something far more sinister. The rural surroundings of Texas County, usually tranquil, had become the backdrop to a horrifying crime. As the news of the discovery spread, a somber mood descended upon those who had held out hope for a different outcome. The grief was palpable as the realization set in that Jilian and Veronica would not be returning home. Their lives had been cruelly cut short, and the mission had shifted from a rescue operation to a quest for justice. The bodies were sent to the office of the Oklahoma Chief Medical Examiner for identification. The once hopeful search had now turned into a dreadful homicide investigation. From the mystery of their disappearance to the tragedy of their death, the story of Jilian and Veronica was now a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of everyday life. As the investigation deepens, 4 suspects emerge from the shadows. 4 individuals who, on the surface, may seem ordinary, but as the layers peel back, their connections to our victims, Jilian Kelly and Veronica Butler, become alarmingly clear. Tad Burt Cullum, a 54-year-old man, is the first among them. Alongside him, we find Tiffany Machell Adams, a woman of 50, and the Twombleys, Cole Earl and Cora, aged 50 and 44, respectively. These 4 were arrested in Texas and Cimarron counties, and the charges against them are as serious as they come. 2 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of kidnapping, and 1 count of conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree. But what could possibly link these 4 to our victims? The answer lies in a bitter custody battle, a struggle for control that would ultimately spiral into tragedy. Adams, you see, is not just a suspect. She is also the paternal grandmother of Butler's children, a woman who had locked horns with Butler over the fate of those children time and time again. Butler had been caught in an ongoing custody battle with the family of her children's father, Wrangler Cole Rickman, a battle that was due to reach a pivotal moment. Butler had a hearing scheduled for April 17, a hearing where she was likely to be granted unsupervised visitation of her children. The transcripts of the case paint a picture of Adams as a controlling figure. a woman attempting to dictate access to the children even from her own son. She was a woman who had, on more than one occasion, refused to let him have them, even though he had legal custody. And then there's Cullum Adams' boyfriend, a man caught in the tangled web of a family dispute turned deadly. As for the Twombly's, their role in this chilling plot is yet to be fully revealed. With these suspects in custody, the pieces of the puzzle begin to fall into place, revealing a chilling plot. Court documents unveil a shocking plan, meticulously crafted over weeks. A plot that was chilling in its precision and ruthless in its execution. On the surface, it was a custody battle, but beneath the veneer of legal proceedings, it was a fight to the death. The evidence found on Tiffany Adams's phone painted a disturbing picture. She'd been searching for taser pain level, gun shops, prepaid cellular phones, and even how to get someone out of their house. These weren't the casual searches of a curious mind, but the deliberate actions of someone planning a heinous act. Adams was the paternal grandmother of Veronica Butler's children, and it was clear that she would stop at nothing to maintain control over them. The custody dispute for the children had been ongoing since February of 2019, a battle that was far from over. Butler had filed a motion in February of 2024 requesting extended visitation rights. A hearing was scheduled for April 17th, and it was likely that she would have been granted unsupervised visitation. This was a change that Adams was not ready to accept. The court documents revealed a tale of manipulation and control. Adams was not just fighting against Butler, but also against her own son, the children's father. She had refused to let him see his children, even though he had legal custody. On more than one occasion, law enforcement had to be called because she refused to comply. But the plot thickened. 3 prepaid phones purchased by Adams pinged at the location where the women's car was later found. 2 of those phones were discovered in a pasture below a dam, about 8 miles away, near a hole that had recently been dug and then filled back in. The devices had shown up close to the residence of the Twomblys, further implicating them in the crime. Adams had even gone as far as purchasing 5 stun guns from a store in Guyman, Oklahoma on March 23rd. Less than a week before the women went missing, this was no random act of violence. It was a premeditated plan, born out of a twisted desire to control and manipulate. The custody battle had become a matter of life and death, and Jilian Kelly and Veronica Butler were the unfortunate casualties. A custody battle had turned deadly, and 2 innocent lives were caught in the crossfire. With the suspects in jail and the community in mourning, the investigation presses on. The grim task of piecing together the final moments of Jilian Kelly and Veronica Butler's lives is a puzzle that law enforcement agents are tirelessly working to solve. The residences of the 4 suspects have become the epicenter of the investigation. In each location, officers meticulously search for any piece of evidence that could provide further insight into the chilling plot. Every room, every corner, every crevice is scrutinized under the watchful eyes of trained investigators. But this case isn't just about what can be found physically. There's an entire digital world to explore. In an age where technology is interwoven into the fabric of our lives, it's no surprise that digital evidence plays a crucial role in this investigation. The recovery of the prepaid phones bought by Tiffany Adams, one of the suspects, has proved to be a game changer. These devices, discarded in a field miles away from the crime scene, were as silent witnesses to the events of that fateful day. Their digital footprints have led investigators on a trail back to the Twomblys' residence and another undisclosed location, painting a chilling picture of the suspects' movements. Moreover, the search history on Adams's phone has provided a dark glimpse into the meticulous planning that went into this horrific crime. Searches for taser pain level, gun shops, prepaid cellular phones, and how to get someone out of their house speak volumes about the intentions of the alleged perpetrators. Yet, as the digital puzzle pieces fall into place, they also raise new questions. What was the role of each suspect in this plot? How long had they been planning this? And most importantly, why? Why would they commit such a heinous act against 2 innocent women? The pursuit of these answers continues as investigators dig deeper into the digital labyrinth, hoping to bring further clarity to this tragic case. As the community grieves, the pursuit of justice for Jilian Kelly and Veronica Butler continues. In the wake of tragedy, a community rallies together, seeking justice for Jilian and Veronica. A community shattered by the loss of 2 beloved members, Jilian Kelly and Veronica Butler, has been steadfast in its pursuit of justice. The disappearance and subsequent discovery of their bodies sent shockwaves through the tight-knit community, sparking a united front in the quest for answers and retribution. The families of Jilian and Veronica have been enveloped in a powerful wave of support, a testament to the strength of a community in the face of adversity. Candlelight vigils, prayer sessions, and public gatherings have become a regular occurrence, with the people standing shoulder to shoulder, their collective grief a solemn reminder of the lives cut short. Amid the pain and loss, the wheels of justice have begun to turn. The accused, Tad Burt Cullum, Tiffany Michelle Adams, Cole Earl Twombly, and Cora Twombly have been arraigned in court, facing charges of first-degree murder, kidnapping, and conspiracy to commit murder. The court proceedings have been a beacon of hope for a community seeking closure and justice. The tragedy that befell Jilian and Veronica has transcended the boundaries of their community, reaching the hearts of people far and wide. Their story has been a rallying cry for justice, a plea for the world to not let their deaths be in vain. As the court proceedings continue, there's a palpable sense of anticipation, a collective holding of breath, as people wait for the hammer of justice to fall. While the community continues to grapple with the loss, there's a resilient spirit that refuses to be extinguished. The memory of Jilian and Veronica lives on, their stories a poignant reminder of the need to protect and cherish our loved ones. As the community rallies together, they carry the torch of justice for Jilian and Veronica, a symbol of their undying hope for a future where such tragedies are a thing of the past. In the face of unspeakable tragedy, the pursuit of justice is the beacon of hope for a community left in mourning.